Hey guys, it's your favorite Unk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Ocho, there's something I want to address. Just brought to my attention. Is that Ocho, everyone's family. Okay. Shaq, about the comments that I said last night. Shaq said, you took me sticking up for Shea as jealousy of Joker shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. That's not what I did. But anyway, so here's the clickbait for you. If I ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you're at. Me jealous sounds like you jealous. I know you're trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people in case you forgot. 4 rings, 3 finals MVPs, top 50, top 75. And to be quite frank, all this success you got still under me. You don't know my work ethic, but according, I work less, but not blah, blah, blah. But anyway, love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this ish. Love always. The most dominating big man ever. Never took it serious. Remember, I know you and you know words of Skip Bayless. I'm better than you. Hashtag G14 classification. I have it. You don't. Not in my profession.
Wait, when that happened?
He just about 10 minutes ago.
Wait, Shaq in the chat?
No, he on IG. I've never professed. I've never professed that I was his greatest Shaq. Mm-hmm. But what I will say,
yes, sir.
I got what I got because I worked my ass off. Now, yes, Shaq has been the one that said that he didn't work as hard, he didn't train as hard, he didn't eat as well as he should have.
Right.
Shaq is the one that anytime someone wins an MVP, he talks about how he should have been the MVP over Steve Nash. Now, you guys have heard me speak glowingly. I say Travis Kelce is better tight end than I was. So was Gronk. So was my guy, what's his name? For the Chargers. Antonio Gates, Gonzo, Big Winslow. I'm cool. I got no problem. You know why I got no problem, Ocho, with giving people credit?
Right.
Because I got everything out of my God-given ability. God gave me the ability to do what I could do. But he gave me discipline. He gave me dedication, the way I trained, the way I ate, the way I slept. So this was all I could get.
Right.
Now, I would have felt some type of way if I'd have got these numbers and I half-assed it. But I never half-assed it. Kobe said Shaq should have won and they should have won.
Right.
But my thing is that you can't, and it says greatest characters. It's Shaq, I'm the greatest character. No, am I a top 100 player? No. Am I the equivalent as a football player as Shaq was as a basketball player? No. But what I did do is that I maximized that. And my question, if Shaq and because it's rough on the back. My question is, do you believe that you gave everything you possibly could in basketball? Did you train the way you should have? Did you eat the way you should have? That just goes to show you how great you was. That you allowed your weight to get out of control. The injury started to creep up and you got 4 rings and you got 3 finals MVP.
See, I'm mad, man. I wish I understood.
Why you mad?
Because I wish I understood goddamn basketball. So when you talking about Shaq, especially during that time, think about this. If I don't know basketball now the way I should, the way you do, like what you telling me right now, it's like I'm trying to process the shit.
Think about it.
But I can't because I wasn't watching back then.
Think about it, Ocho.
Fuck,
he's the most dominant big man in the history of the game.
I know that much, yes.
And he got 1 MVP.
So, but think about this. Think about how I'm not going to say rob. I don't want to use the word rob.
How they rob?
How they robbed Shea. 30 points. Number 1 seed. But he doesn't get it.
They were
so what's the criteria? What's the criteria for MVP if you just gave it to Joker again?
But I don't think they gave it because Joker was top 10 in points, top 10 in rebounds, top 10 in assists, and they basically had the same record. They just had OKC just had a better division record.
Oh,
so you're talking about so it's not like they were the number 1 seed and Joker was number 10.
Right. Okay.
Shaq, if you took what I said as a slight, okay, I can get it. And people say, well, see, my thing is that I'm not saying that I've never said I was the equivalent, and I'm quick to say that when I talk about Kevin Durant or I talk about any player, I said I'm not the equivalent basketball player, but all I can do is maximize my ability.
Right.
Shaq know deep down, he could take all the shots. Yeah, you got more money. Yeah, you're more famous than me. Yeah, you're more well-known. You're going to have way more money than I ever have. But nobody will ever say that I was lazy or I cheated myself. That's all I got for you, big boy. I ain't got nothing else for you, Shaq. I ain't here to argue with you. I'm not here to debate with you. It is what it is. I can't do any more on the football field. You can't do any more on the basketball court. Yes, you were great. Yes, you were great. But you know deep down, you should be in the top 5, not top 10. Because you just said, who else was the most dominant? You said you were the most dominant. Most people agree you were the most dominant.
So I have a question. Now,
yes.
See, here we go again with my lack of basketball fucking knowledge. If Shaq was the most dominant to ever play at his position, right? The 5, the center. How is he not in the goddamn top 5?
Ask him. Ask the people that say is Shaq in their top 5. Ask them.
But I'm assuming people, okay. I need to take a fucking course or something. If he's top 5, if he's the best big man of all time, then he has to be in everyone's top 5. You got Jordan, you got Kobe, LeBron. I'm assuming I don't know how the
what I've done. I've told people my criteria for the top 5. I say for you to be in the top 5, you have to have more than one regular season MVP. That's my criteria. Now, some people say, well, Shannon, as long as you got this or as long as you got that, that's their criteria. Like you said, what is the criteria for the MVP?
Wait, I have a question. Why does the individual award matter to be included in the top 5 as something in general? If he was the most dominant at that position,
you got
why
most
does
dominant.
the MVP matter though?
You're the most dominant and you only won one MVP. So how dominant were you? I believe he's the most dominant. I do, because I watched him play. Now I didn't see Wilt. I'm not going to say I didn't see Wilt. I just see Wilt's numbers. But for the guy, and I started following basketball back in the late 70s.
Right.
So as far as dominant, Shaq was it. Shaq is the most dominant player, which means he should have more than one regular season MVP.
So when he was playing and he was dominant during these years, who the hell was winning the damn MVPs?
Jordans. LeBron won some MVPs. Shaq came in 92.
Right.
So Jordan, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley.
Hey, Barkley won MVP.
Akeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Steve Nash.
Hey, hold on. Barkley won MVP, huh?
Yeah.
hey, when I look at Charles,
no. See, people laugh at Charles and all that. No,
he could play some ball, huh?
What? Hell yeah.
Hey, what Charles? He was the foe. He was the power forward.
Yeah.
But he look undersized though. He
very undersized. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, that's crazy. I can't see Chuck outside of TNT I can't see him outside of golf. The picture him dominating on the basketball court.
No. He was the real deal.
Oh, okay.
He was the real deal.
Hey, that's live. Hey, man.
But I put it like this here. If Shaq, let's just say Shaq came in 92 and he stayed at 325, ain't no way he doesn't have 4 or 5 MVPs. There's no way he doesn't have 4. He doesn't have 5, 6 finals.
Wait, when he was in Orlando, you say he was 325?
When he came out, he was 7'1", 325.
Hey, that's a big human, boy.
Yeah.
Golly.
And that's why I say we're never going to see a Shaquille O'Neal again. People talk about we're not going to see a Jordan, we're not going to see a LeBron, we're not going to see a Kobe.
Right.
We're never going to see a guy his size
to be able to move like
that can move.
Hey,
nope.
Hey, you know the little clip? Nope. Remember the little clip with him and Jordan playing around at the All-Star game?
Yes.
And he hit the
yeah.
Boy, buddy footwork, boy, Shaq footwork.
Do you remember
like that, boy?
They used to have a show on. I forget the name of the show where like Shaq would go play flag football, and he did other sport activities.
Right. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
did you watch Shaq? You see Shaq run?
Yeah.
Nobody had that size. You're never gonna see a guy that size with that kind of athleticism. You're not. But maybe this is my opinion. I believe had Shaq taken it as serious as Kobe, as serious as Jordan, as serious as LeBron,
right?
With what he know and the access that he had. So because as you get to that level, you have access to the best trainers, you have the access to the best nutritionists, the best chefs.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
So,
hey, man, y'all, you know what?
I ain't got no beef with Shaq.
We can't have no beef with Shaq. We ain't had no beef with Shaq because I don't want to have to jump on him. You know, now you laughing. I love Shaq, and I told you we ain't doing no more beefs. We ain't doing. I ain't got no beef with
nobody. Yeah, I don't look. My thing is,
what we can do is we can have a healthy dialogue.
Yeah.
Based on how we feel about individuals in their respective crafts, and that's it. Sometimes they might take offense to it. Shaq, we love you. Shaq, you know I love you. You know how I feel about you. You know you my dog, and there were no issues. There were no problem. We were just talking about a subject matter in which I don't know much about. And
but here's the thing: if Shaq is looking at what I'm saying in a vacuum, because Shaq is the most dominant, and they've never bestowed that title on another five other than Wilt.
Right.
So Jokic is not more dominant, but he has more regular season MVPs.
Yeah, but
guys are not more dominant,
right?
But he has, and so that's what I'm saying. I believe, me personally, and chat, y'all can disagree or agree or disagree,
right?
But Shaq said he didn't take practice serious. He said I was going to get beat up in the game, so why was I going to get beat up in practice? You can't think, Ocho. Well, I'm going to run it, Ocho. Think about this. Think about what he said. Now, he said he didn't go hard in practice because he didn't want to get beat up in practice because he's going to get beat up in the game. What if you said, you know what? I didn't run no routes full speed in practice because I was going to run them full speed in the game.
Dang.
He said on numerous occasions, he wished he had taken it more. He had trained harder and kept his weight under control. But I guess me pointing that out, what he said, I guess I'm where I am. Because, Ocho, I was able to walk away from the game and never ever look back because I got everything I could out of this 7th round draft selection, out of this body. Nobody will ever say, did people have more talent than Shannon?
Yes, sir.
God gave them that. But you ain't going to find nobody to say they outworked it.
Yeah.
And that's all I had. So 815, 10,060, 62 touchdowns, 8 Pro Bowls, 4 first team All-Pros, 5 total, 3 Super Bowls. That's all I got, Ocho. That's all I could get out of what God gave me. I couldn't get anything else.
I like
and by my podcast is what it is.
Yeah.
Some people like it, some people don't.
Right.
More people like it than don't.
Yeah.
The numbers speak for itself. So I wish you the best on your podcast and your platform, but I ain't got nothing. I ain't here to bash Shaq or go back and forth with Shaq.
Nah. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. But what we can do is we can have a Nightcap versus TNT Royal Rumble. Like if them boys want smoke, we can get it on. Huh? Like, listen, you get Shaq, I hit Kenny, and I push Kenny over.
Oh yeah.
And me and Chuck, we can go toe to toe. Shoot, Nightcap versus TNT. I'm ready. It don't make me none. And we could be friends right after and go eat.
Look, it is what it is. Look, man, it is what it is. I mean, look, and here's the thing. And this we're all wired like this, Ocho. We really are.
All of us.
We really are. Somebody can say 1,000 times, Shannon's great. But it's the one time that they say I'm not. Is that do you fixate on?
Right.
How many times have I lauded Shaq? But it's the one time what he fixate on. And that's okay. That's okay.
Listen, we all love each other. Shaq, we love you, baby.
I ain't got no beef with Shaq. I ain't never had no beef with Shaq.
No. You don't listen, you vegan anyway. You don't eat beef.
Yeah. But to each Shaq, I wish you nothing but the best, bro. Hey, continued success. Keep doing your thing on TNT. Keep doing your thing on the podcast. Hey, I ain't got no beef with you, bro. That was just my opinion. We were talking about it last night because of what you said. I stick up for Shay, whomever.
Shaq,
that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Shaq, I love you. You want to go a few rounds? Let me know.
And I was just sticking up for him in the chat. But we good. Shaq, we good. Hey, you know how to get in touch with me. You want to talk, bro? Hey, you want to talk off the air, on there, whatever you want to do, bro. We good. I'm good. I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't never had no problem with you.
Shaq, you want to fight? Yeah, you know where to find me at.